Hi, I'm Jon Paupore, the Director of Instruction at the Jim McLean Golf School at Red Ledges in Heber City, Utah. And today's tip, I want to talk about balance. Balance is a key factor in any good golf swing. You can see a lot of those guys on tour, they swing that club super hard back and through, but they're in complete balance when they do it. A lot of people come to me and the dreaded S word, the dreaded shank, is a common problem, and a lot of those problems can be solved by just getting better balance. Let me show you. I've got my balance discs here, and all I'm going to do is try to make practice swings and feel what it is to be in great balance. So before I step on there, let me first show you a proper setup. When we stand tall, we're in pretty balanced position. That's how the body was developed. I can stand pretty balanced this way pretty much all day long. Well, now if I just get spine tilt to where I got to get to in a good proper golf swing, you can feel when I do that, all my weight is now shifting towards my toes. Well, to counterbalance that, I now have to get my rear end back behind my heels a little bit, and now I'm not going to be on my toes, nor am I going to be on my heels. A good proper balanced position is going to be one where my weight at address is right underneath my shoelaces. So now I've got my balance disc. I'm going to step on them, and let's go through that same thing, getting into our posture position first. I'm standing straight, I'm pretty well balanced, but now when I bend over, you can see my weight is shifting towards my toes. As I get my rear end back behind my heels, well, now I'm in a pretty good balanced position. This is my first check for any good golf student. One, to just see if they can be in a good balanced position and stay there on these discs. It's very difficult to do. Let's see if we can get balanced. And if I do, my toes aren't going to jam towards the ground, nor my heels. I'm going to be pretty well balanced and pretty stable on these discs. That's step one. Now we've got to get proper balance all the way through. On the way back, we don't want to fall towards our toes, nor do we want to really fall towards our heels either. We should be at a good balanced position to where at the top of our swing, the weight should shift into that back right heel just a touch. So now I'm in my good balanced position at address. Now I'm going to take it to the top, and again, if I'm in a good balanced position, I should feel my heel should kick down just a little bit, because that's where I want the weight to shift in this top of the swing. And then now from there, I'm going to shift and rotate all the way through. And if I'm in pretty good balance, which I wasn't there, but if I'm in pretty good balance, I should be able to stay right on these discs all the way through. Now that dreaded shank, that dreaded S word that people don't want to talk about, what happens when we do that is so many times I'll see a pretty good position here, but on the way through, the rear end goes towards the golf ball. We stand up and out of our spine angle, the toes jam towards the ground, and now I've made the club longer, and now we're hitting it right on the inside of that club, which is definitely a no-no. So as I step on these things, again, good balance at address, good balance at the top of our swing to where my weight is going into my back right heel. And then as I rotate through, I should keep my weight and my rear end back behind my heels as I shift and rotate so that my rear end doesn't do this and go towards the golf ball. And now I'm just going to make a couple practice swings, trying to feel what great balance is all the way through my swing. So this will be a good check that I have for all my students, and they'll be amazed if they can just do this, something you can do at home if you have these discs. That will greatly improve your golf swing, and you don't even have to hit a golf ball. Make practice swings on here, feel where your balance is, feel where your balance might go off kilter, and that'll solve a lot of issues. If you have any questions or concerns, comments, please leave them below, and I'll get to as many as I can.